My name is Kyle Phillips. I'm the voice of Donkey Calamari. Or, as Chris Sabat texted me, his kids love Denki, and they call him Dinky Minaj. So that's the new name, Dinky Minaj.
I love it. So, in a world where superpowers exist, and of course in the high school setting where kids can have superpowers, it's such a cool show to watch and to be a part of, and you guys are obviously part of this world. I was curious, because this is such a long-running series and there's so many fans worldwide, what do you think it is about this show that really resonates with the people who watch it and enjoy it?
I think because it's a gateway anime to One Piece. No. I think it's because it's kind of like the Marvel thing where, I love DC, Superman's my favorite, but, DC characters tend to be very super ultra powered with no real downside, whereas like Marvel, it's like they make mistakes, they have downsides, they have weaknesses, whether it be related to the power or personality-wise. And it's the same thing with My Hero, where it's almost like when someone makes, it's always interesting to see everyone's like OCs when they come up, because it's always like, here's their quirk, here's their downside. Like there's always some kind of weakness or whatever that they have to overcome, or it's a challenge for them. And I just think the characters are just so relatable in the series.
Yeah, I also think, in addition to the sort of hero thing, which I think so many of us love, you just love to see it, the quirks are interesting. And you find that even the most powerful people with the strongest quirks still need their team. Everybody's quirk, no matter what it is valuable and is worthy of being developed. And, then that's kind of the show. That's some of my favorite things are when all of the students and everybody's fighting together. Because everybody gets to lend what they do, and that's how villains are defeated,
All right. Another question I wanted to ask is, I'm a big fan of anime and manga, and I've been for a long time. And I was curious to know if, before you even got started in voice acting, were you fans of anime and manga? And if so, what were some of your first ones that you really enjoyed? And maybe even what is your gateway to anime?
Cowboy Bebop, Dragon Ball Z. Eventually I got into One Piece, but then when I started being in One Piece, I had to stop watching One Piece, but now I'm back into One Piece because I'm far enough into One Piece. I think at a certain age, all the guys around my age came off of school and went and watched Dragon Ball when they got home, and that was kind of one of the biggest gateways for a lot of us.
Yeah, I think Toonami now is like Saturday nights, but back when we were kids, it was after school, Monday through Friday. Who watched it during those days? So you're all Cowboy Bebop, Gundam Wing, Outlaw Star, Yu Yu Hakusho, all that stuff, yeah.
Yeah, for me, yes, I was into anime before, what was my gateway? I mean, Pokemon is like the usual, but I think the first one that I knew was an anime was Digimon.
I know there's a lot of challenges in voice acting, and there's a lot of people I'm sure that you could turn to when you need a hand or some advice. Who are some of the voice actors that you maybe grew up listening to, or some people that you either inspired to be, or possibly who inspired you to become a voice actor? I love how every question you're like, oh.
She's amazing.
Yeah, I love it.
I
told you backstage, I love your energy.
I'm very supportive, is what it is. It makes me a good audience member too. Because I'm always like, I want you to win, I'm listening. Yeah. But I will say, this just out of personal level, Monica Rial is...
You stole my answer.
I pick Monica. And even to this day, sometimes I call her to be like, what are you doing about this? What is your take on this? Because she's been in the industry so long, and always has good advice. She's great.
Ditto.
Good input, but
Monica, she would love that you picked her.
Monica's amazing.
Yeah, she's very nice. I grew up listening to these guys, so I'm sorry, I'm gonna make you guys feel old, but
Now, I didn't think about it.
But I grew up listening to these guys, so yeah, you guys, and Laura Bailey and like so much of the, I guess, Funimation actors, now Crunchyroll, like, you guys are my childhood in a weird way. I'm sorry.
Only recently did I stop calling up Chris Abbott and going, hey, I used to watch you when I was a kid. You're old.
Why are you stroking him?
Because it's Chris and it makes him uncomfortable. It's great. He's my Uncle Chris at this point. Hank Azaria, Mark Hamill, Kevin Conroy, everybody on The Simpsons. That was huge for me. I have way too much South Park in my reads sometimes. You can hear Stan Marsh sometimes in my reads. Yeah.
Jodie Benson, who is here,
Yes.
who is an angel. She's
Yes.
so nice.
I got to meet, so my favorite cartoon, the Steven Spielberg cartoons were my favorite, Animaniacs, Tiny Toons. But my favorite was Freakazoid, and I got to meet Paul Rudd for the first time like a month ago, and it was just like, hey Freakazoid! And he was just super nice and cool. I got to do like a improv panel with him, and I was just like, the whole time I was like, how is this my life? This is crazy.
Now, Naris, just to touch base on what you said a moment ago, is that you grew up listening to the three people you're sitting beside. Is it somewhat surreal that you grew up listening to them and now you get to work side by side with them?
It is. I feel like me 10 years ago would be like beyond excited and probably be fangirling, but I guess now it's just sort of like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, like I met these people and they're actually good people, you know? Like I'm not feeling bad that I met my heroes.
And you are absolutely one of our peers. You are like, you're one of us.
Yeah, it's hard for me to actually
To intellectualize that is so hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to accept.
It's really cool to have you all here with us, of course, here in Raleigh. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for fielding all of my questions, but of course, I'd love to turn it over to the audience to see what they have to ask. And again, at some point, I will have to cut this line off, so I apologize in advance for being the bad guy. So try to ask your questions quickly, and one per person, please. All right, hi, what's your name and what's your question?
My name is V, and I was wondering, what is your favorite dad moment?
Well, my favorite is a spoiler. Dad Zawa moment.
No spoilers.
My favorite Dad Zawa moment is when you ask Chris Wakehamp what his favorite Aizawa line is, and he goes, that's my favorite.
That was a pretty good answer.
I just like when he like goes into his sleeping bag and he just becomes a little cocoon. It's like, don't bother me, children, I'm tired of you. That's my favorite.
All right, yeah, thank you for your question.
Thank you.
All right, hi, what's your name and what's your question?
My name is Izzy, and my question is, if your character had to swap their quirk with any other character, who would they swap it with?
Any other character.
Any other character in the whole series.
Man, probably Todoroki. His quirk doesn't really seem to have a downside. He has like 2 quirks in one. So I don't know. But being able to fly and then throw up sparkles later is pretty cool too.
Maybe out of empathy and like teamwork, wanting to see the other side, Ochako might be like, hey Sue, let's switch. Let's you and me switch for a minute and just see what it's like. In here for Frotskis! Yeah.
I know she would want one for all. All for one even. One for all.
All right, thank you so much for your question. All right, hi, what's your name and what's your question?
My name is Amelia, and I got a question for Kyle. And I'm pretty sure you already know about the fandoms and stuff like that. But your opinion, who is Dinky more close to, Jiro or Shinso?
So I think Denki Jiro is the most canon relationship in the show. You keep dropping your Mountain Dew.
Yes.
But some people used to be, oh, Denki Shinso. I was like, I don't see it until I recorded season 5 and Denki's just openly flirting with Shinso. And I was like, okay, I see it. But basically anything purple related. You know, if you got purple hair, he's into you. Or a purple shirt.
Yeah.
cardigan, and you're an older woman,
It's just that I got in
and you're Bakugo's mom.
I mean, I got logic. What about Mineta? Blah, blah.
My God. My God, what have I done?
I was just wondering, really, because I did get into a little bit of season 7, and I saw how excited he was to walk through those doors.
Yeah. Yeah. He likes everyone.
Well, thank you so much for your question. Don't open that soda for at least 20 minutes. All right, hi, what's your name and what's your question?
Hi, I'm Nicki Minaj. My question's for Mr. Phillips. First of all, congratulations on your baby boy.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Thank you.
Out of all the moms, why Bakugo's?
Okay, let me explain. So, there's a few things that are true in life. In every group of friends, someone has the hot mom. And if someone in the group flirts with the mom. That may or may not have been me. And my friend, I don't even want to say his name. But it's also true that Denki seems to be able to get under Bakugo's skin and and come away unscathed. So I think that Denki would kind of flirt with his mom just to like piss him off. And that's where that came from. And it exploded on TikTok and it's been great. I have a meme print at my table. You guys know the meme where it's the guy like, ooh, looking at the other girl in the foreground. It's that, but it's Denki and Bakugo's moms. I love it. I think it's great. It's my favorite headcanon. Yeah, but he just has a crush. It's not a ship. It's very important. He just has a crush on her.
Thanks for your question. All right, step on it, hi.
So, I would like to thank you guys for giving me the anime that I love. And I want to tell you guys that I wish Tokiyami was here. And my question is for Lucy, and it's, how did you feel when Midoriya came back after leaving UA, and you and Ochako floated herself onto the roof, and you started yelling down to everybody? How did that make you feel?
I was so proud for Ochako in that moment because everything is crazy and somebody needed to bring everybody in, you know, and I love that it was her. Because she, if you watch the Japanese, she is just 1000%. It is very intense. And we always preview it in Japanese first, and I lost it. I watched her, and then Deku finally breaks down, and it's amazing. I hope that we did that in the English. I think it's a wonderful moment for her. And a great moment for Deku, who finally, come on, brother. You know, rest. I mean, trust, and come back and stop being an island. You know, you can't do it by yourself. I loved it. And, that has led into season 7, which is, again, Ochako is getting a glow up. And she was already pretty glowy. She was glowy and it's glowy. Yeah.
It's actually one of my favorite Denki lines is in that spot when they're all like, come on, man, come back to us. And everyone's real serious, and Denki says, wouldn't you rather relax instead? You could really use a bath. And it's just like, that's my boy. He's just like, bro, you stink. I don't care about everything else, just at least take a bath.
Practical.
All right, thank you for your question. All right, hi, step right up. What's your name and what is your question?
Hello, my name is Alex. So I heard that there's a live-action movie in the works, which I guess we'll see how that goes. But I'm very curious, who would be your dream director or dream cast that you think could do those characters and that material justice in live action?
Oh, gosh. They'd all be young actors. I don't know any young actors.
Yeah.
I don't know about actor, but director, I'd love to see Takashi Miike direct it. Because that'd be fun. No one knows that director, alright, that's fine.
The live action One Piece director, for sure. He is doing very great.
Doing such a good job.
Yeah.
I don't
I think that would be. I'm
I
sorry.
hope whoever would play Ochako, only because I hope it's not a waif. I hope she has a little badunkadunk. You know? I'm just saying. It's nice when they're curvy. Just saying.
Rosario Dawson should
Dang.
play Mirko, though.
Ooh.
That's all I'm saying.
No, hold on,
That
hold
is
on.
correct.
We already have the most perfect live action Mirko, Megan Thee Stallion. She
But,
cosplayed as her.
but Mirko is an Afro-Latina queen. So, that's all I'm saying.
Right on, right on.
All right, thank you so much for your question. All right, hi.
Ian would play live action Shoji.
All right. Hey.
Play video games.
It would be something cheap.
Dollar
Just saying
Tree.
she's a frugal girl.
Sample food. like go to like a Sam's Club or something and just sample all the food.
Ochako would work out to like death metal or something. And nobody knows she's listening to it. She's like, hey, yeah. Like, part of her that chose
Got
gunhead.
earbuds in.
That's right.
You'd watch One Piece. I don't know.
All right, thank you,
Thank you,
Lizzie.
Lizzie.
All right, hi, what's your name? What's your question?
My name is Kylie. I have a question for my sister. She was wondering what all of your favorite hero villain duos are.
Favorite hero villain duos?
Ochako Toga.
I like the Todoroki family drama. I don't want to spoil anything.
It is
I think
pretty
that's a good-
spicy.
I think it's
It
a good-
is spicy.
Too spicy.
Ian?
Magneto and Professor X.
Also, that would be All Might and All for One.
Oh, yeah.
Such a big exclamation.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I have to double on the Todoroki stuff. That's heavy. I love it.
All right, cool.
Dobby.
Thank you so much for your question.
Everyone thinks Dobby's the hottest.
Go ahead, you can step up to the mic. Hi.
Hello.
My name is Hannah, and I was wondering, do you have a favorite scene or episode?
Favorite scene or episode?
I hear I get to have one of those in a season or two. I've been lied to before, but like.
I really like the more chill, fun stuff. So like when they're all getting ready for the big music, what's the word? Music festival, and they're all getting pumped up for that. And Dinky learns how to play guitar. Like that's pretty cool.
Early on, season 2 was my favorite. Ochako versus Bakugo. That whole episode was fire. It was so good.
The whole Mirko the Hero episode, obviously. She went off.
All right, thank you so much for your question. Hey, step on up. There you go.
Hi, my name is Jimena, and I was wondering if you could have any quirk other than your characters, which one would it be?
I think we answered this. Or is it like us, not our character?
Yeah, like you guys, like in the real world.
Oh.
I want twice as work. I would like to efficiently duplicate myself. I feel like I could get so much done.
I want Mr. Compresses, like put all my luggage in just little beads. Not have to worry about it.
I want the ability to give someone long-lasting inner peace and an acceptance of what is just by going up to them and being like, hey, it's gonna be okay. And then like permanent, long-lasting peace. You don't want to go be like an amazing shaman with it? What are you, I'm gonna go get invisible and look at girls. No, go help the world, people, come on.
I don't know why, but the first thing that came to mind was Chogas. And I don't know why.
What?
I think I was feeling toxic in the moment. It's like, let me be a little chaotic and have a villain quirk.
All right, hey, Stefana.
Hi, my name is Miriam. What's your favorite line in the show that you do?
What's up, Doc?
Wait, did she really say that?
Yes, it does.
That's good.
What's up, Doc? I'm guessing you're the real one.
Ian?
Yeah, okay, name a shoji line for me, bud. Come on, do it.
We gotta
I don't even know if I said
we gotta get over there and help him out.
Fun story. They don't even let me do the unison line. So when like the entire like class does like yeah, the director literally every season's gone. We don't need him. I have shown up for a session and they went, oh, never mind. Yeah. Oh yeah.
What about from the movie, Heroes Rising?
Okay, I did have one line and it was, I wonder what Bakugo's doing. Yeah.
Who here also thinks that on the day-to-day basis, right? I wonder what Bakugo is doing. The short answer is, I smell beef. But the one I use to get into character is, you know, we basically just met you, so it's kind of telling that we all know your personality is flaming crap mixed with garbage.
Oh, I don't know, there are so many, but, and right now I'm unsure if it's actually quite like this in the show, or if it's just in the manga, but it's similar. That's when Ochako says, who protects the heroes when they need protecting, you know? It's so sweet. It's like giving awesome.
Giving awesome. I think that was a Gen Z-ism you just did. You have Gen Z energy.
Thank you so much.
Wait, real quick. Name 3 Nirvana songs.
What? Gatekeeping.
My mom got this for me.
That's great. That's good. Now you gotta go listen to Nirvana.
It is awesome.
My name is Tanner. My question is, what was y'all's funniest moment while recording?
What's your funniest moment? Funniest moment.
I think just coming up with the dumb denki noises, like that was one of the first things that me and Colleen did, and it was so fun watching Colleen, who's just this incredible woman, be like, all right, maybe something more like, and I'm like, what about like, and like just going back and forth with her, trying to come up with that sound. That was great.
I think it's not funny per se, but in retrospect it's funny. I remember my first session, I was like, who is that? And Colleen said, that's Justin, he's new. And I said, oh, he's pretty good. Like, and Justin Briner is awesome. But like, he was new and I didn't know him yet. In fact, I did not meet Justin until we were at a show together. Like after the first season was already out and I met him at a convention. Isn't that funny?
That's awesome.
Oh, hi, Lucy. Justin Briner. It's nice to meet you.
I'm pretty sure I was like, Justin, oh my gosh, hi boyfriend. Like,
Oh, I'm pretty sure Shoji hasn't been given anything that's funny. I'm sorry.
Well, no, you've already answered. That's when you walk in and go, like, oh, we don't need you after all.
Oh yeah, that. When they were like, am I gonna get paid for this season? They were like, no.
I don't know how funny this is, but it's amusing. So when I came in for season 6, I already knew that was going to be like a really tough season for me. And so, I'm getting directed by Colleen, and Colleen is Luffy, so she is a screaming master. And so I was like, hey, so any tips on handling that? And she's like, no, I just do it and hope for the best. And I'm like, oh, okay.
I asked her, I went like, what's your warm-up? She's like, oh, I don't. No, I just kind of go in there like, like, yeah.
She likes to say that she sounds a lot more like Chris Sabat than she did when she first started playing Luffy. And that is what it has done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Peyton, and what's your opinion on fandom?
I have a strong opinion on this. And it's, I think I can speak for everyone when I have had nothing but the most wonderful experiences, either online, like social media, or in person. It's been amazing. So it always breaks my heart when someone comes up and they're like, oh yeah, like, Denki's one of my favorites. I don't really watch anymore because of the fandom. I'm like, what are you talking about? So it does hurt my heart to hear that there's maybe some people who are ruining it potentially for others. But overall, in my experience, like 99.999%, it's been amazing. I think the fandom is sweet and awesome and warm. I've had people cry at my table. I don't know if you're here, but it was great. I like making people cry. Warm tears of joy.
And I'm sure we all can agree that, I mean, one of the great things about this show that's out of our hands is the shows exist and they're great, right? They are great, they are great in Japan, and they inspire creativity and fan art and all kinds of fun things. And do you. Like, that fandom is fun. It's supposed to be fun. And we thoroughly support that. We are just glad we get to be a part of it in this way,
Hello, my name's also Peyton. I have a question for Mr. Ian. What's it feel like to be one of the coolest characters, but be also one of the most underrated, in my opinion?
Oh no, I'm Ian, I play Shoji.
That's not what I said.
Oh, okay. Playing Shoji is like, I'm in there for like One Piece or something else, and what they'll do is they'll say, hey, in the last 5 minutes of your work day, go over to this room, and I'll go in and I'll say, yeah, and that's it. And because I'm already working on something else, they don't even pay me for it. So like, most of my hero work that I've done is free. I think they didn't pay me for being in My Hero for most of it. I don't know anything about it. I'm a massive X-Men fan. I'll be real with you. Hearing you guys say quirk instead of mutation, oh god. It's mutation. Oh my god, if you guys are into this whole thing, please read X-Men. Just read X-Men for God's sakes. It's the next step. I promise you, it's amazing. Please do. Shoji, that's what it's like. It's like 5 minutes of my day every year or two. It is like the least thing that I do, but they keep putting me on the panels, and I'm like, okay, let's see how that goes. But y'all are nice. Everybody's been real nice about the show, and I hear I do something next season. But I was told that a long time ago too. So, Thank you.
I hate to say this, but my name's not Payne. But hi, I'm Shoya, cosplay Dacha. But what novels do you think the characters would read? Like cultivation, romance, not ones about Bakugo's mom.
I don't know how much reading Dickie's gonna be doing. I think I read graphic novels and comics and stuff.
Mirko would do the same. Reading, no.
I mean, Ochako is reading Outlander. I like the idea that she would be reading like super sweepy romance, because she's a very practical person in all respects, really. So I love the idea that she might be, reading something really, really bodice rippy, or listening to death metal or something.
So I changed my answer, or I'm gonna add it. He'd read comics, and then when he heard that Ochako was reading Outlander, he would try and read Outlander, just so he could talk with her about it.
Aw, yeah. And what about Ian?
Knitting. The fact that he wasn't in the rhythm section, he was not the one playing drums, I was like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. 6 arms, and he's gonna... That's the most unbelievable thing in the show.
All right, so we have about less than 10 minutes here, so let's ask our questions as quickly as we can, and I will let you know
Lightning
when we
round.
run out of time.
We can do it. Hi, my name is Dawn. I was wondering if your character was a villain, what would your villain name be?
Nightmare fuel.
Static charge.
Pink terror.
The were-rabbit.
That's actually perfect.
I want that villain. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Pink terror.
Hi, my name is River. What Pokemon would you give your characters?
Tentacruel.
Season 1 and 2 would be Pichu. Seasons 3 through 5 would be Pikachu. Seasons 6 and 7 would be Raichu. And then the last season would be Zapdos.
I've given this thought. I've given this thought. I need help picking. I don't.
Mew. Oh yeah, Mew. Yeah, Mew.
Oh, I received that.
There we go.
Jigglypuff.
Spore bunny.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Joe, and my question to you guys is, in each of your characters' voices, can you say, "Hi, welcome to Chili's"?
Oh yeah, actually we can't legally do that.
Can you give us a different
We could say hi, welcome to
this restaurant?
this red pepper restaurant. Hi, welcome to Red Pepper Restaurant.
Hi. Welcome to the Red Pepper Restaurant.
Hi, well, oh, not me? Okay, sorry.
Not this should be in.
Oh god, that was a joke.
Hi, welcome to Red Pepper Restaurant. Can I take your order?
Hi, my name is Z, and I've seen a lot of bloopers on the voice acting on the internet, Ian's being one of the most hilarious. Has the entire cast agreed that Bakugo is just the hottest of everyone?
I like that way to Cliff Chapin because it makes him blush because he's a very manly man, and to be like, God, you're handsome. It just like, it's a thing I like. Oh, Matranga too. Oh my God, I love flirting with Matranga.
Yeah.
Oh! Anyway, so I think it was just fun because he was also directing, and it was like, I got you, bro. You want something about Bakugo? Oh, no, I got you.
Yes, I don't feel that way about Bakugo.
Yeah, no.
Absolutely not.
I even going back and watching the first season, like, I forgot how much of an absolute jerk Bakugo is. Like, hardcore. It's like, how did this dude ever become popular with people? Like, it just blows my mind.
Sue has that awesome line. I can't do Sue's voice, but she's like, well, with an attitude like that, you'll never be popular. Like, it's so cute. It's perfect. Thank you.
That was a good
That was my
friend.
effort.
Thank you, Z.
My name's Ace, and what's the best part of working for my hair?
The best part, honestly, the best part is I've been in anime for a really long time. I've done a ton of shows.
Decades.
And decades! And so this show is special. It is. It's not because of me or anything. It is because it is a general audience show that families can watch together. There are not that many of them. It is great. There are great heroes and there are great villains. And that line sometimes is really hard to see. It's great. I mean, it really is. And the quirks are interesting. They're fun. It's imaginative. Again, I don't know how many people have come up and shown me the drawing of the character they've created with their own unique quirk. It is fun, and we get to be a part of that show. I'm really honored to do that.
Same answer. Ian, what are your thoughts?
I'm gonna go with the best answer ever, with same answer. It
He summarized
contributes
it
so much
well.
to the conversation.
It's so accurate.
Ditto.
All right, thank you.
Thank you for your question, and I'm sorry for the line. This is going to be our final question here, but don't go anywhere. We're going to take a stage selfie with everybody on stage, and then if you stay here, we'll get you right up to the front of that stage selfie. Cool? But come on up to the question, to the microphone, and this is the last question.
Hi, I would like your personal opinions on why All Might has this big glow up when he uses One for All, but then Deku just stays the same, but it's a little bit lower. I need your opinions.
Because the artist thought he would look stupid that way. That's my guess. I have no idea.
Well, do we know what All Might looks like before he had the quirk? What does he look like before he had the quirk? He looks like Small Might? In the middle? Well, maybe he super pumped iron, and maybe it's not that Small Might is his normal form, what he normally looks like. Maybe it has degraded him to that point. So Deku will get real pumped up, and then eventually he will power down and look like All Might.
Yeah, maybe so. But isn't it kind of a miracle that Deku's body hasn't just broken apart? There's a lot going on there, right?
I mean, he's already broken it a couple times.
So much, so much.
I think it's because the reason why he doesn't get big is because when you expend enough tears, it prevents your body from getting big.
He cries away the gains.
There you go.
And he's still in puberty. I mean, we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen when he's a grown man.
It's because of Recovery Girl.
It's because of Recovery Girl? That could be too.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your question. Thank everyone for all of your amazing questions. Can you get a chance to ask questions here, of course? Visiting at their tables. Thank you so much for being here. Give it up for Kyle, Lucy, Ian, and Iris, the stars of My Hero Academia. All right, everyone in line, come on up here to the front. Get up here quickly. And we're going to take a stage selfie right over here. So go ahead to the edge of the stage.
It was on it.
There you go. Get as close as you can. Want to get as many people in the photo as possible. And then, of course, this stage selfie will be available if you want a copy of it. It's going to be right outside of these doors. There is a merch table that is all prepared to print out a very own copy of this stage selfie just for you. We got my photographer up here, Tim. So make sure you guys, if you can't see Tim, he can't see you. So make sure you guys get a good, yeah, of course. Get a little closer, everybody. Make sure you can fit in there. If you can't see the camera can't see you. Big smiles for the camera. And everyone make some noise for My Hero Academia on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna do one more on the count of 3. I want everyone to scream, My Hero Academia. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Thank you so much for the stars of My Hero Academia. And don't forget, you can get your very own copy of that stage selfie right outside these doors. Go visit that merch table that is available right there. And if you didn't get to ask your question, please visit them down at their tables. They'll be here for the rest of the weekend. And enjoy the rest of your time here at GalaxyCon Raleigh.
I have no idea if this is still recording.
It is.
Oh, damn.
Are you staying?